nigga, that be the gang. Same nigga I used to be. Fraud niggas get used to me. Dead man, if you fool with me, say that for your eulogy.
Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy VeLL, and we are back with another Mobile Legends video. Now, this time around, we're going to be doing some tips and tricks. I'm going to go over some farming with you all, how to farm and stay ahead of everyone in the game and stuff like that. And also, we're going to talk about rotations, decision making, and stuff like that. So basically, this is just really going to be a video full of a bunch of advice and tips, and it's not just going to be against any players. These are actually top global players. The carry is actually the top global Granger, and the Hellcurt is the top global Chow, and he's the top global Hellcurt, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, these are top global players anyway. So yeah, you're going to be able to see, this is actually a 5v5. I hopped on for the first time in a while. Well, the first time I wanted to play serious in a while. Yizzy invited me, so we hopped in the game, and yeah, this is basically what happened. So yeah, we jump into 5v5s. I don't play 5v5s that often, but we came across top global players. So this is what happened. So as you can see how we're laning, we're setting up right now. I'm going bottom lane. I'm going to be accompanied by the tank. Then of course the Kacha is going to be in the mid lane. Now, as you saw in the last video with Yizzy, he starts off in the jungle. I always start off in the lane. But as you're going to see, this is the drawback of starting in the lane, because sometimes you don't make it to actually get the farm inside of the jungle. But what people don't know, this is actually a pro tip that you might not know. You can take everything in the jungle, but if someone just takes all the minions in the lane and last hits the minions and stuff in the lane, they can still get more farm than you. The minions gives you more farm than the jungle. So if you didn't know that, minions are very, very important. That's why when you push up the lanes and you pushing it into the enemy's tower and letting their tower kill it, you're actually giving your team the advantage, because they get more farm if you let them kill those minions. So as you can see right here, Smilky was going to head to the buff, but I'm like, nah, we need to get these minions. I'm prioritizing minions right now. And as you can see the enemy team rotated. They rotated over on us. But I mean, we're fine. We're holding our own. And then they go for the invade. They go for the invade. And I mean, they have Chow, Esmeralda. So I mean, it's not a bad time to go for an invade. But then our team instantly rotates over the second that they see it. And as you can see, I'm just here dishing out damage, getting as many shots as I can. Chow's low. I actually flickered for that. I flickered so we could secure that kill, because the first blood always gives your team a little bit more momentum. It boosts your team's confidence, and it also lowers the enemy team confidence. They're like, oh man, they got us. Is this team really good? Like, they start to second guess themselves and question themselves. Now, it's super early. I don't have a crazy amount of damage, but I'm still there trying to be safe, but still deal as much damage as I can. So as you can see, I'm getting them low, staying out of reach. And yeah, so 2 kills so far. I got 2 assists. I've been damaging everything that comes close. But you're finna see me pick it up and actually start focusing on farm, making sure that I start getting ahead of everybody in farm. Cause right now I'm only at 1.2k, so there's a few people ahead of me. But we're gonna get that right. So look at that. I just took the lead from everybody on the enemy team. No, except for freaking Hellcurt. Hellcurt is actually farming well right now. But I took the lead over Esmeralda. As you see, another fight is going on right now. The enemy team is playing so aggressive right now. So actually, yeah, they're playing really aggressive. I'm not understanding why they're playing really aggressive, because the thing is, usually when you fight and you have clashes, it's over like a buff, it's over a jungle monster, it's over a tower, it's over something. The enemy team just keeps trying to fight for the sake of fighting. They're not fighting to gain anything in particular. They're not fighting for towers, they're not fighting for objectives, they're just literally trying to fight. And that's a bad decision. That's a bad thing to do. Because it's easier for us to defend than it is to attack, because we have the turrets on our side. We can position by turrets, we can position by each other, And then we have multiple turrets on our side. So when you're engaging, it has to be worth it. So they just stole the buff. That was honestly a good play on their part. It was a good play. But yeah, man, I didn't know if anybody was gonna come up and try to finish that off. So yeah, I went for the minions to try to get them last hits on the minions. Then when I saw those guys appear on the mini map, I knew it was safe to get this without somebody coming through trying to steal it. So yeah. As you can see, we pushed that lane forward. I prioritized taking down the tower. Now that that tower is down and the lane is pushed up in our favor, now I'm rotating mid lane to help out. I just got some shots into the enemies that was in the other side of our jungle. I got some shots into them. And as a marksman, you really just want to deal as much damage as possible. It's not necessarily your job to kill everything. You're just supposed to be putting out as much damage as you possibly can. So you'll see me just shooting, trying to get a few shots, a few hits on people here and there. And the best part about Granger is he is capable of just constantly shooting. You don't have to worry about mana or anything. You can just constantly shoot. So we took that turret, rotating straight to the top immediately. And as you can see, I'm the most fed one on my team right now. And I'm almost the most, and I went to defend the tower. I got some shots into him, so that helped my team. Then yeah, so yeah, you see me just constantly dishing damage out. So not only am I protecting lanes and rotating from different lanes and stuff like that, I actually am still dealing damage on enemies and helping out my team. So it's when you're trying to farm and stay fed, what you have to understand is you also get farm from taking turrets and stuff. So when you take the enemy team's turret, you get gold and stuff for that. So it's not all about just staying in lanes or staying in the jungle, because as you'll notice, I rarely get my farm from the jungle. I've been roaming throughout the lanes killing minions a lot of the times. And I just hit 4K gold right now. Gashin got a few kills, so he's back above me, but we're actually moving past him again just as quickly. I've literally outfarmed everyone on the enemy's team at this point, so you can see the farm getting up there. You saw we took another tower. Basically just roaming. You're roaming, you're constantly roaming, clearing lanes, pushing lanes, and then helping in your team fights when you can. And when you see your team fighting, don't always panic and think you gotta hurry up and get to them as quick as possible, because sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Your team might fight in a situation where you just possibly couldn't make it there in time, and by the time you get there, they're gonna be dead anyway if they were gonna die to begin with. So make sure you clear your lanes, you protect your lanes, prioritize your objectives. It's certain situations where you might need to just run straight to a fight, but overall, keep the lanes pushed up, prioritize your objective. As you can see, we didn't continue to go up and try to push that tower down there. That's overkill. We pushed it up, put pressure on them, and now we're back roaming. We're back roaming, farming the other lanes. And as you can see, I'm here getting a little bit of this gold from the mid lane as well. So yeah. And I see them here. We're able to I saw him grab them. I was actually going to keep poking at the tower, but once he got that grab off, I knew I had to bag up and actually attack. But yeah, I was going to force the enemy team to have to come up and try to stop us by just shooting the tower. Because the one drawback that the enemy team has is they all are pretty close range heroes, except for Carry. So since they're all so close range, if they get close, I can basically shoot any of them, melt any of them down, because we all have longer ranges. Kacha has a longer range, I have a longer range, Kagura has a longer range. Literally their whole team has to get close. That wasn't the best team comp to choose against a comp like this. But yeah, as you can see, rotated back to the bottom lane, pushing this forward, and I know that my team can handle this. It's 14-3 at this point in time, so I'm not too worried about my team going down. So I'm putting more pressure on the enemies. I'm pushing this lane right here. I push the lane, and then I'm back on the rotations. And as you can see, most of my farm, I'm the most fed one in the game, and most of my farm has come from the lane. So literally rotating lane to lane, pushing, helping out in fights when I can, and just constantly pushing lanes. That's how I got all of my farm. So that's the fastest way to get farm. Minions in the lane actually gives you way more farm than you would realize. And those lane minions, they actually start adding up. Because as you can see, Gajin has more kills than me. He has decent assists. He has a higher KDA than I have right now. Except for I haven't died. Also, that's a big tip as well. Staying alive. If you're not going down, you have a big advantage over everyone who is, because while everyone dies, I'm still there just farming. So as you see, Gajin is still picking up kills and he can't catch up to me in farm. And now I've got some assists. I got an assist off one of those kills, and then I got the kill on that one. Came up, supported the team, then went right back to the lane to push up this tower. So you see the mini-map awareness. I'm constantly watching the mini-map, and I'm seeing when my team could probably use some help, and I'm also watching for the lanes and when I can push and stuff. So we got these 2 lanes pushed up. Now I'm gonna try to finish these minions off so we can last hit that, so we can get some pressure on this tower. Look at this. See, I'm shooting at the tower, trying to force them to come up, because if they get too close, we can shoot them from long range and they still won't be able to hit us. But now as you can see, I'm going to invade their jungle and take their buff, try to get purple, because it allows me to shoot quicker and stuff like that. So yeah. Now I flicker out of that immediately. I knew they had a lot of CC. If we got hit in close range, I couldn't let them hit me. So yeah, I got out of that as quickly as possible and instantly ulted. Even though Hellcurt made it hard for me to see, like, I knew that I was going to hit somebody if I just shot straight. So yeah, and I knew Carry was not going to challenge me, so I just focused on the tower. Almost got Hellcurt right there, and I just destroyed her. Oh my goodness. And as you see the mini-map awareness, I saw that this tower can be pushed. Instantly go up to try and push this one as well. And then I tried to push him back with that, but he used his ultimate, so I couldn't really see where he was. But as you can see, I'm trying to really I'm taking advantage of the fact that they don't have any range on their team. I'm keeping them at bay with my range, and then I'm just auto-attacking towers and stuff. And as you can see, I'm still pushing the lanes, getting the minions and stuff. So as you can see, the farm is still high, still the most fed one. Even with Gajin literally just slaying out, destroying them, I've just been constantly, like, that's how big of a deal minions are. Kills, assists, all of that. If you get minions, you can really get some good farming going. Man's just got a triple kill and I'm still more fed. Like, that's how big minions are. But a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people, when they see people invading the jungle, like, they try to hurry up and try to go and defend the jungle and stuff like that. Something that I actually learned from a top global player, Tausing me, is that if you just stay in lane and get the farm, you'll actually get more farm than them. So yeah, like that's a big tip that a lot of top players know that some players might not know. So yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that. And yeah, as you can see, we're dominating. You can see the farm, you can see the rotations. It's like this whole game, I've just been basically doing everything, every aspect. I've been farming well, I've been helping out when my team needs help. Now this one, they caught me. Like, I couldn't do nothing in that. I got caught right there. Yeah. But yeah, that was the first time all game, and they caught me slipping right there. Let's fast forward this a little bit. And at that point, I was just overconfident anyway. Like, I know that we got this game in the bag, basically. So I'm not really trying as hard as I was. I'm taking more chances and risks because I actually wasn't looking at my goal. Like, I wasn't super try hard this game at all. I never play super try hard. That's one thing I'll open up about. I never ever play super try hard. Because when you're playing super try hard, I don't know if you know this, but you should know the spell cooldowns, like know when someone has a spell up, so you know if somebody can flicker at you or flicker away from you. You should know what items everyone has on, what they're trying to build next. That helps you counter them and try to predict. Like, it's so much that goes into actually try harding. And that's the reason that I would never be a pro player. Like I said that years ago. That's the reason why. I don't have the time to be doing all that and learning all that. And, well, I mean, it's not learning all of it. I know all of it already, but it's just too much work. It's like, focusing on all of that, I wouldn't be able to have fun when I play, truthfully. But those of you who are interested in trying hard and maybe being a pro and stuff like that, that's something to think about. Really learning spells and knowing spell cooldowns and stuff, like passives. The passive, every time someone uses a certain spell on you, knowing the passive and when that cooldown's going to be back. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. But that, as you can see, I got 67% of the towers pushed up, and still I got 55,000 damage. So I got just as much damage as the mage on the team, and I did a decent amount of damage, almost as close as him as well. So I mean, as you can see, this is a good example of just constantly rotating, actually helping the team fights, and basically doing everything you're supposed to do as a marksman, especially. So and also the team was rotating well also. So that's some rotation stuff you can focus on also if you want to watch it back and literally just look at the team, because there's so much you can learn from how they're rotating as well and how they're worrying about their lanes and stuff also. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Maybe if you found it helpful, I hope you all did. If you want any other types of content, make sure you recommend that down below in the comment section. And yeah, we'll get to that soon. So make sure you drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, family. Peace out, y'all.
I'm on it. Can't fail for my family, I want it. So they'll never need hope.